There you go.
That's better.
That's better, yeah. Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to Life on Board Amy Joe from a very sunny Stourport. Now, a lot of people said to us, don't stop in Stourport. But I have to say, we've been here on the 5-day moorings now, all weekend.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a little bit noisy, and Stourport does seem to think it's a seaside town, so all the goings on of a seaside town at weekends. But I have to say, the moorings just above the basin where we are absolutely super. They really are. So, what's our plan for today, Chris?
Going to Wolverley, I think, today.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, we've got Kidderminster to get through.
Yes.
I can't get my words out this morning. Kidderminster to get through, 3 locks, and then we're going to stop at Wolverley Lock, hopefully. And then, so this is our first day, if you like, on the canals since we came off the river. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to seem very narrow, very slow, but we'll see how we go.
I'm looking forward to it now, actually.
Yeah, so am I. So should we get going?
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's
Come
get
on.
going. Off we go. Having rested for 5 days in Stourport, it was time to move on. So we carried on up the Staff and Worcester canal, through Kidderminster, and it ended up at Wolverley Lock number 8, where we stopped for lunch in a very nice pub, and we'll be moving on tomorrow. Stourport on Severn, or as it's more commonly known, Stourport, is almost unique as a town that it was only built as a result of the oncoming Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. It was nothing more than a rural village of around 200 people until the canal made its mark on the place forever. The town has become a very popular holiday resort. It even boasts its own fairground near the restored docks, and it's actually a very interesting day to walk around the docks and the fairground. Well, we're finally underway on the canal, and man, what a difference. It seems a lot slower, and the crap that's in the canal is unbelievable, but there you go, we're getting there. Well, that's certainly taking a bit of getting used to be back on the canal, I tell you. It's very twisty and turny, unlike the river, and whatever's under the water is making Amy Jo suddenly swerve to one side or the other, so it's quite difficult now. It's still beautiful, just the same. We rounded a tight corner and I lined up for the bridge hole, looked down for a second to check the throttle settings, looked up, and we were headed straight for the bridge. So Amy Jo just tapped the bank just in front of the bridge, but don't know what happened there. I'm not used to canals, clearly. But what a lovely morning, look at that sky. Beautiful, it's lovely and warm here this morning. So despite our little hiccup earlier, we are enjoying our cruise. Are we not, Chris? Yeah?
I think someone on the live feed saw it as well.
Yeah. Quite sure what this is here. It's not shown on the map, so it's obviously maybe a disused loading arm. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, it's Pratt's Wharf. Now that is on the book. bit of a pit stop while we stop for Falling Sands Lock. It's quite a pretty location, this. And it's quite a busy canal, this. There's a boat coming up behind us already. This impressive high bridge in front of us is the Severn Valley Railway Bridge, but interestingly it's got a canal bridge right next to it. Quite impressive, gotta say. I'm going to throttle down because we are starting to meet boats coming the other way now, and that's a bit of a blind spot there. It's also very narrow, so I've got to take it easy, but what a lovely bridge. Self-storage, £120 a month for a 20-foot container. Not sure whether that's good or bad actually. We'd been following an Anglo-Welsh hire boat all morning, and they'd been locking up in front of us. So at Cornwall Lock here, when the gates opened, I naturally assumed Chris had got the lock ready and started to move Amy Jo out to go into the lock, but ended up being confronted by this hire boat coming out.
Hold on. Yeah, just Andrew, just slow down. They're out. That's it, yeah. Yeah, we're okay now. Yeah. Just coming into the outskirts now of Kidderminster. Now
Now, we were advised not to stop here, but I've got to say, so far, it's pretty nice. I love the fact that Frankie and Benny's has moved into the old boiler house. But they don't build chimneys like that now, do they? Eh? That is one impressive chimney. Looks beautiful. All you get now is a round one, but it's black. In some ways, this lock, Kidderminster lock, reminds me a little bit of Lock 92 on the Rochdale Canal, where it's underneath the building. In fact, we're underneath a major road here, but it looks a lot cleaner than the Rochdale lock, I've got to say. Although you can tell you're in a city. Although I've got to admit, whoever did this has got some talent. Now, I know we're in a lock at the moment, but isn't that an impressive view? How beautiful does that look? The church is St Mary and All Saints at Kidderminster, and the church itself is a Grade 1 listed major parish church. In fact, it's the largest in Worcestershire. The foundation for the church existed at the time of the Domesday Book. Records of a consecration in 1315 probably refer to the chancel. The current church building mostly dates from the 15th and 16th century.
We made it.
Yeah, we're currently moored up now at Wolverley Lock, and just across the way there is a pub just behind you, and we've decided we'd come up through the lock, and then we're stopping here for the night, and we're going to go and have a drink because the temperature's rising. I reckon it's about 28 degrees centigrade at the moment, and
Yeah, I made him stand in the shade. Well, I'm in the shade, he's not.
yeah. So I think that'll be it for today. The temperature is forecast for 30 degrees centigrade today, which is unusual for the UK.
Yeah.
Usually 30 degrees is reserved for Heathrow Airport down in the south. So, but we'll see.
I know, it's really hot now.
Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed this cruise. It's a little bit different because it's our first day back on the canals. And as you saw from my my antics trying to get through bridge holes and into locks and all sorts, I'm not used to being on a canal again.
No.
And even Amy Jo, I mean, she's really not, doesn't really want to moor up.
No.
She wants to keep going. So, but we've had enough, so she's going to have to put up with it.
Yeah.
So we'll say for now, stay safe, look after yourselves. If you enjoy the channel, then of course there's always the subscribe button and the thumbs up, of course, to be notified. And do keep your comments coming, guys. We get lovely comments from you folks, and it means an awful lot to us that you guys are commenting, so thank you very much. And we'll see you next time on Life on Board Amy Jo. Bye.
Bye.